Thanks. All right, so the question that I'm going to sort of talk through and want people to think about is, how do you directly benefit from digital advertising? We all see it every day, but what is the direct benefit you get? Certainly you get an indirect benefit from the content you're seeing typically being free and is paid for by the little ads that you're looking at. But if you're an important part of that process of the advertiser, the publisher, and the end user, why do you have no control over that transaction? Why do you have no incentive alignment with the other actors in the ecosystem? All right, so Adbank in Collingwood started in 2017. We got 6 staff in Collingwood, 10 remote in the Ukraine. A lot of coffee consumed last week by the team with the launch of Blade. So digital advertising is a monster. It's everywhere. $220 billion a year industry. Many of the largest companies in the world by market cap are primary revenue generating source is digital advertising, like Facebook and Google. Digital advertising is going to outstrip all other forms of advertising in terms of spend this year. And so the question continues is, who is benefiting from this industry? Clearly those monster companies are, but who else? And underneath them is just 1,000 tiny companies that exist between the advertiser and the publisher. And so here's a little map of the chaos that exists between the advertiser and the publishers. It's a complex process just to get that little ad that you see on when you're browsing the web, and all of these actors take a cut of that. So for between advertiser and publisher, there's thousands of little pieces of the pie that go together, and the result is that you have a non-transparent, murky ecosystem that allow bad actors to manipulate the system. Second largest source of organized crime revenue is digital ad fraud. And so the solution is take a Blade to the middleman. And so Blade is blockchain advertising ecosystem, and we'll talk a little bit about what that is and the innovations that are making that happen. So to the end user, it's a simple browser extension that rewards you for your attention. You see an ad, you get compensated, the advertiser pays less, the publisher receives a chunk, and you as the end user benefits. And so how do the end users benefit? Browse the internet like you normally do, get paid in cryptocurrency and ADB. How do advertisers benefit? Pay a smaller fee to middlemen. Real users view your ads, no bots, significant reduction in ad fraud. And how do publishers benefit? Visitors browse the website like they normally would. Blade automatically rewards the publisher. And so what are the innovations that are allowing this to happen? And so we're talking about 4 of these innovations. So the first one is a browser extension that replaces ads. So there's a lot of browser extensions out there that block ads, and then the innovation that's been built on top of this by the team is a browser extension that doesn't just sort of identify block, but then also identifies the size of the ad, replaces it with something that's relevant to you, and rewards all parties. And then how do you connect the advertiser and the publisher together in a transparent way without a sort of a mess of that drawing? And so we've taken an ad server and then connected it into the blockchain so that all transactions that occur between the advertiser and the publisher get transparently recorded. And then the next step is you've got hundreds of countries, 100+ countries to send transactions to, in the amount of 10 cents for some people, $15 a month for others. How do you do that in an efficient way? Certainly, traditional financial institutions can't handle that kind of size and distance of a transaction, and so cryptocurrency makes those micropayments all possible. And then the sort of innovation is with a couple smart contracts connected into the ad server, making that all happen automatically. And then the last piece of this is, how do we keep this all incentive aligned? And so we've got a patent pending on applying artificial intelligence to monitor the blockchain for transactions that indicate digital ad fraud. And so with these innovations, the result is we've got a simple browser extension that rewards end users for seeing ads.
Let's see it.